Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Coastal Living. Now it's Motivation Monday.
There you go.
We talked about getting motivated right here in your brain. Now let's talk about getting motivated with your body.
You got to, especially after all the Thanksgiving food.
Yeah,
It's
I fell off the
insane.
wagon this week.
I know, see the pancita?
A little bit, okay. But what's most important is strengthening your core.
That's correct.
Which is great for all ages. If you notice, babies are the ones that can just
Yeah,
hang
my
out
son
like
does
this
this.
and hold themselves in weird positions and do
that
pull-ups with
hurts.
one arm. I'm just kidding. But, as we age, it gets a little bit more difficult.
That's
And I
right.
think it's because we sit at a desk or you travel,
Right.
long distances in your car. And I know I've got a terrible habit of sort of just
Slouching,
hunching over
bad
and
posture.
getting lazy. So you have a few different workouts.
We have a couple of workouts that I like to do,
Okay.
and I think you guys can follow along. I like to start out with the push-up. So let's do a set of 10, and I like to do 30, but we're just going to do a set of 10. I like to start with a wide grip push-up.
Okay.
So you just want to get there and have your parallel back. You
I'm
don't want to
gonna
be
go
way up in the
knees.
air like this. You want to be parallel.
Okay.
Or horizontal, and then you want to go down. 1, 2, 3,
Oh, push-up contest.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and
All
10.
right.
And
I'm
then
doing the modified version for those
Right?
of you at home. Knees up.
I like to
All
do
right.
the plank in between.
Okay.
So let's just say you would do this for about a minute, and you want to definitely pull your abs together. Mm-hmm. And this is your resting point, because we all want those abs, right?
Resting. So funny you are. So as you can hear, my voice is trembling. But that's
Yes.
because to be in a plank position, you actually want your body to be super straight. So a lot of people kind of
I'm
do this
shaking.
for a plank. I am
Right.
shaking. But you want your butt, you want to squeeze your booty cheeks, squeeze your abs.
Squeeze those abs.
And whenever I used to do
Breathing's
this exercise
important.
called kettlebell, and he didn't actually kick me, but my trainer would come up and pretend he was gonna kick you in the leg or something because you tense up.
Yeah, right.
And so that's how tight and tense you want to be, but you want to make sure you're in a straight line, butt cheeks nice and tight.
Ready?
There you go.
Yeah, that plank is definitely the
Okay.
core exercise of all core
I'm
exercises.
sweating. All right, so hopefully you guys can try this at home. Now, what's next? We're gonna do,
I would say that I like to go straight to the laying down position where you would you were gonna lay back.
Okay.
And you're gonna wanna lift your feet 6 inches off the ground.
okay, I've got let's see if I can do this with my packet.
Kind of hold that one. And you wanna count to 20, but I don't think we,
No.
I'm already shaking.
We're not
I'm
gonna
like,
count to
ah.
20. But these are things you can try at home. Now, beginner,
I
just shoulders off the ground.
shoulders off the ground.
Tight. You wanna release all the air.
Yeah, you can bend your legs when you're a beginner.
And really tighten. Beginners
Kind of gives
can
you a
start
little
here.
bit easy.
Yes. And advanced, arms out. And then really tuck in. I wish
Oh,
I could
yeah.
go more, but my microphone popped.
You can even add the bicycle, because the bicycle flexes all through your lat area, your obliques, all that. And you want to work all that.
Yes.
You got to be super circular in what you're doing in your core. Can't just focus on one muscle. You have to go all around to get that core.
And you don't want to arch your back. So proper form is the most important thing.
That's absolutely
with the plank,
right.
you want that straight all the way up through your neck. So if you have neck and shoulder problems, you really want to focus on that posture
Right.
as well. But when you're doing sit-ups and things like that, you want to make sure your entire back is touching the ground. And that can be hard in itself for some people when you're trying to do that curling motion. So you want to make sure you're not arching and scooping.
That's
right?
correct. That's correct. And your breathing is important, guys. Everything that you do has to be in sync with your breathing. That really helps. I think we're going to go into the Superman.
Yes, so while we're here on the ground, you want to work the muscle and then you want to work the opposite side, right?
That's
so the
correct.
Superman, you're going to get on your tummy. I like these because these are friendly for all levels of expertise and all ages.
Stretch it out.
I'm not out of breath, you are. So arms up.
Arms up.
So you want to lay flat. Now I'm looking up so I can see you guys, but you actually want your neck to be completely straight. So face towards the ground. And you can do 2 hands at once, legs and up,
Oh.
legs and arms up.
Come on.
Squeeze your butt cheeks. Tighten everything. Make sure you're breathing.
Coconut pie.
And you want to
coconut
hold
pie.
those for 30 seconds at a
Yeah.
time. And heels together if you really want to feel the burn, and I feel it. So you can do that, or you can do sort of a pulsing motion. You can just do reps.
Yeah, coming up and down.
And this is something I did in physical therapy because my hips were on a line, but they had me do the opposite.
Oh yeah,
so-
that definitely works.
And this is great, like I said, to even out all the exercises you're doing for the front and the core.
Pumpkin pie.
But it's great
Coconut
also for your
pie.
back muscles. And before we are done, before we go to a break, we got to show them a squat.
Oh yeah.
What you got?
Well, I think after that, a little turkey. I like
sweating.
I like to keep my hands out in front and get
Okay.
your knee. You want to put your center of your body over your heels and go all the way down. And you can
Okay.
always have a weighted object in front of you to help you with that bend. You know what I'm? Oh, you
Yes.
can feel the bones popping.
You want your legs about shoulder width.
That's
a little
correct.
Bit bigger than shoulder
Shoulders
width, apart.
width.
Not too wide, just kind of right here. So we want you to try some of these at home. You can do 4 sets of 15, a few sets of 30. It's up
Yes.
to you what you're comfortable with. But
slowly
just
progressing.
give them a shot, and they're gonna help
Yeah.
you feel more fit. These are things you can do at home when you wake up or right after you have your breakfast. Before you take on your day
Don't
with
get
all this
discouraged.
motivation we set you up with. All right, guys, stick around. You're watching Coastal Living. We're gonna squat until we come back. Ready?